N.O.R.L. Extravaganza Series at the famed New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I am your host, and we are going to have some fun today because it's Northeast action. We just got finished with the modified race, and the grooves are indeed in. Let's take a look at the point standings as we enter the race today. Tony Pizarro is 71 points ahead of Mr. Tim McDonald. Third is Scott Jackson, 147 points ahead. And Ryan Hoiser, 152 points behind. And Ken Pettit, 218 points behind. Guys in the good, but in the very scary good, Johnny Reed Foley, only 127 up from 11th place Zach Michael for the last chase spot. John Batista is in by 87. John Tharp in by 77. Dave Miller in by 57. Matthew Dominique in by 6. Zach Michael behind by 6th in 11th. 12th is Alex Krapser, 19 back. Craig Lee has a long way to go, 105 back after several DNFs this season. Matt Raboyne, 121 back, and Rick Jackson, 134 back from 10th place. So it's going to be interesting to see if these guys can scatter about and not wreck themselves, because they need good finishes today with only 5 races left before the chase. And here is our starting lineup for the Loudon event. Full crowd here tonight. Excited to see Johnny Reed Foley on the pole. Second is Ryan Hoiser, aforementioned 4th in points, still well ahead of the chase bubble. Third is John Batista. Needs a good race today to amplify his efforts. Fourth is Lucas Racing teammate Alex Krapser. Fifth, Mr. Matthew Dominique. Then Tony Pizarro, our points leader, by 71. 8th place, John Tharp, 8th in points. Matt Raboyne, only 121 out after a horrible start to the season. 10th, Alan Nesvetter, currently 16th in points. Tim McDonald, scattered from points leader to 2nd in points, currently qualifying 9th. Scott Jackson, 3rd in the point standings after an extremely consistent season. William Tex Perry, 11th. 13th, Jimmy Stevens. 14th, Dalton Lucas. 15th, Zach Michael in the Uno machine, only 7 points out of 10th place. Then Randy Dobbins, Georgia Boots, has been very good since the Chicago victory. Donald Stewart, Jonathan Scrabix, Ken Pettit, Bill Werkheiser, Rob Scarberry, the best of the go or go homers today. He will qualify inside the top 20. Dave Miller, he is currently 9th in points, 57 up on 11th. Zach Miller, horrible season, lots of rumors about him leaving Johnny Reed Foley Motorsports. Mark Guthrie makes the show. Christian Torres. Mark Murphy, winner at Phoenix, Rookie of the Year leader. Rick Jackson comes in 134 points back, unexpected after his great season last season. And Craig Lee, 105 points back. 2 guys that were expected to make the chase today that are struggling. Kevin Corbett makes the show. Jack Painter, he is currently 2nd in the Rookie of the Year points. David Courtney makes his 2nd race of the season. Aaron Cummings. Scott Drake makes the show. Adam Krapser, last year's Rookie of the Year winner. Brandon Rains makes the field. Dale Rosendahl makes the field. Then Tony Long, Michael Henson, the Chicken Man, Glenn Kaufman, Clorox, Dave Butterworth, the Bush's Best Babies, Jim Fitzmaurice, and Ben Gear round out the field. Ben, not known for his short track expertise. Oh! What in the world happened? You know, when it's not your year, you know it's not your year. Brandon Reigns into the wall before the race starts. It's going to be interesting to see how the field gets back together here. As we are about to go green. Oh, maybe not. We're going to start the race under yellow. Johnny Reed Foley takes the green and yellow flag. I think we're going to go to the NASCAR officials and determine what is going on. Perhaps there are 2 pace laps. They're still struggling to get in order here. They are 3 wide for about 26th place. Green flag should be out this time. And here we go. Green flag is out. Johnny Reed Foley up front. John Batista and Ryan Heuser battle for second. Top 4 snake away. Matthew Dominique and Tony Pizarro side by side for 5th. Looks like Christian Torres has a problem. He is coming out of the pits, but he might remain on the lead lap. 3 wide battle for 6th. John Tharp, Tony Pizarro, and Tim McDonald. Christian Torres is still on the lap. John Tharp able to clear the number 12. Tim McDonald will take his turn on the inside lane. This is a battle for the 8th position. Zach Michael and Scott Jackson racing side by side for 13th. the position. And Dalton Lucas looking to go underneath the 38.
Hello.
Hello.
Ready to subject myself to another awful race. Or at least one that can't be much worse than the one I just watched.
What happened in the real race?
Well, let me tell you a story. Once there was 2 cars that took 0 tires and 2 tires, and the rest of the field took 4, with 30 laps to go in this race. The green flag waved. And the car with 2 tires and the car with 50-lap-old tires drove away from the rest of the field. The back half of the field couldn't even come close to them, couldn't even pass. We had a green-white checker. Supposed to make it interesting, right? Well, guess what? Those same 2 cars were still up front at this point, and they drove away from the field. They cleared the 2 off of turn 2, drove away, and the race was over.
Let me get this straight. The 2 cars that took no tires pulled away from the field.
And do you want to guess who these 2 cars were? You know, maybe they were good cars. Maybe it was Joey Logano. Maybe it was Ryan Blaney. No, do you want to guess who these 2 cars were?
Austin Dillon and Ryan Newman.
Austin Dillon and Tyler Reddick. Austin Dillon is your winner.
I'm glad someone different won, but
not
I'm
like
upset that it happened in that scenario.
Correct.
What track were they at?
Texas.
Oh.
So they pretty much just rode around in the traction compound all day, which was like in the middle, and it was the only lane. There was no bottom.
So you couldn't pass high or pass low, and there was just dead air everywhere.
Right, because the bottom, there was no traction compounds, there was no grip, and then the top was just so dirty it was pointless to even try and go up there.
So there was one little lane in the middle that everyone tried to get to.
Pretty much. And not to mention we had a bunch of stupid crashes at the end. 00 tried to go to pit road and ended up just plowing into a couple people.
Is that Quinn?
Quinn Hoof, whatever the fuck. Yeah.
When they built Texas, it was already doomed. It doesn't matter what traction compound you have on or...
Oh yeah, it's a terrible package for sure, but the track is just awful. Kansas next week should be a little better. There's at least, 3 lines that you can go race around and get out of the air.
Well, that's what you need nowadays, is multiple grooves.
Which is what they're trying to do by putting Stickum everywhere, but I think they're just putting a little too much on.
I think they're doing what Bristol was doing years ago. They're just trying to fix it until it's finally fixed. And then it's still not super great.
They're just making it worse.
Bristol, though, was good no matter. I know Tim says he hates Bristol the way it is now, but it's always been good, even with...
Bristol compared to Bristol has been worse, but Bristol compared to pretty much 90% of the schedule is far better.
No matter what package they had. It's just
the
short, high bankness of it.
It's less air, more car. And part of the shitty thing that made that race extra shitty is that there was the 00 coming down pit road and wiping everybody out under green happened in the middle of green flag pit stop, so half the field got trapped down, including the 2 best cars of the day, and Hamlin ended up destroying himself because riding around 20th you don't get a lot of air to your nose.
That sucks.
And now Austin Dillon goes from like 20th in points to 8th or whatever because he won.
He deserved to win. They made the right move. But...
Oh yeah. It's just mind-boggling that nobody else tried that.
It's not.
Nobody else even took 2.
Well, it's not even in nature to try that. In what other situation could you have thought that would work in the history of NASCAR?
a restart with 2 to go as opposed to 30 to go.
Oh, there was only 2 to go. Or no, there was
No.
30 to go.
Yeah.
See, nobody would ever try that. I'm surprised Childress did.
Yeah, but it worked, and that's exactly what's wrong with this package. It's a shame that it wasn't like Michael McDowell or, I don't know, some dumb shit. Reed Sorensen, well, no, he was like 12 laps down.
He's even, yeah.
But, I mean, they could have made it work. All you need is just enough speed. Just enough speed to not get your ass run over. And you're good. Everybody wants to bitch about, well, not bitch, but point out that Kyle Busch hasn't won this year. I'll tell you exactly why he hasn't won this year. Because the cars are just too aero-dependent. The driver matters less. And one way or another, his car is just not as good as everybody else's, or his strategy isn't playing well. I think he finished 4th today, but still.
I don't think that has that much to do with it. I think there's they're just not long game. Kyle Busch has had seasons. Usually there's a couple of wins.
Yeah, I mean, he won once in 2012, oh, that was a bad year. But once in 2014, that was an astronomically bad year by his standard. Somehow in 2009, he won 4 races and had 9 top 5s.
Jeff Gordon did the same thing in 05. Ran a lot of DNFs, so he only had 5 top 5s and 4 wins, 9 top 5s. Might have been the only 2 times that's ever happened. Where you have
4 wins, 8 top 5s.
Less than 10 top 5s.
I think the most impressive one,
I think Rusty's done it too, actually.
Jimmy Johnson in 2017. 3 wins, 4 top 5s.
Or Derek Cope in 1990. 2 wins and 2 top 5s.
Dude, and Jimmy.
And Jimmy Spencer in 94, 2 wins and 3 top 5s.
Dude, Jimmy Johnson was like top 10 today, and then had like too many men over the wall, so he had to go to the back. And he cuts his way through the field, gets back up to the front, and then overshoots, jumps the grip in turn 4, and plows the wall and destroys his car. Like, Jimmy, come on.
His whole career, he was known for avoiding wrecks and not making mental mistakes.
I've never seen anybody run so fast every week and continuously destroy cars.
Jeremy Mayfield in 2001, and it usually wasn't his fault.
Like Darlington, he takes the lead, wrecks off a lap car. Charlotte finishes second, gets DQ'd. Talladega gets wrecked by Kevin Harvick. Kentucky was just stupid. That was just... Oh, there's a car to my inside. Better go low. Oh, I spun. Oh no, I'm mad.
He's just frustrated at his performance.
Yeah.
I mean, he's used to driving a certain way, but the way he probably drove was in a different package and up front almost all the time.
Yeah.
So it's probably been a shock the last few years. It's like Mark Martin in the 14 car where he was just mid-pack and kept wrecking.
Tony Stewart in all of 2015.
Yeah.
The second half of 16.
It's hard to be up front and then be in all the shit suddenly.
Correct. I don't know, dude. It's just frustrating. And to top it off, I mean, well, the racing may not have been the worst I've ever seen. The cup race today. It was 500 miles. Started at like 3:15 and ended at about 7. is way too long of a race, no matter how exciting it is. Do it again. This is way too long of a race.
I think they should go back to big races, and then
Daytona 500, Southern 500, Coke 600. Nothing else should be going forward.
maybe the short tracks, just like 500 laps. Just
Oh, yeah,
because
no,
they're good
yeah.
races usually,
Yeah, those were fine.
but they'll never do that.
No.
No.
It takes away from the prestige of the event.
And they're right. You know, if it's only 1.5 hour race, commercials they lose, and less
Yeah.
fans will show up.
Mm-hmm. It's just a shame. I think that 94 All-Star race was looking to watch, the 94. Just spoiled me. Because I'm seeing that going like,
Holy shit.
why isn't this a thing?
It makes you
Just
wonder why
take
they
that. Take that and put a Toyota badge on the hood and call it the 2021 Cup car. Something. Part of it's the tracks, dude. I mean, Charlotte back then had a lot more character than it does now. But that doesn't mean it's incapable of putting on a decent race. I want to see speed. Go fast. Not, you know, I mean, we don't need to go like ridiculously fast, but I miss the days of cars redlining going into turn 1 at 205 miles an hour.
I don't miss it in the COT as much, because some races were just so spread out.
Yeah. But you'll have races like that. That's the thing, too, is that people can't accept that, you know, Mark Truex Jr. won by 10 seconds. Oh, that was a terrible race. I'm like, okay, that's what makes the great races memorable for close finishes. I'm impressed that he won by so much.
It used to be more about the way the car looked and the driver personalities, and like when Kyle Petty would kick ass at Rockingham and lead 490 laps, it was a lot easier to watch because of the era and the track and the car and the commentating and just the whole package. Now you watch a guy dominate and it's just super boring.
TV coverage is also terrible. We're sitting there with 30 to go, and we're having an Ask Rutledge segment. Like, so Jeff, Joe from San Diego on Twitter asks, how do you save a car that's spinning out? I'm like, why are we talking about this with 30 to go?
They did stuff like that back then, too. There's just a lot that goes into why it's not the same.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it's the car and a lot of it's the drivers. Compare Ernie Irvin to Joey Logano.
Right. Yeah, everybody crucifies Kyle Busch the minute he says something, but it's like, he's the most charismatic driver we have right now.
He's a lot better than he used to be. There's a difference between charismatic and stupid.
Oh yeah,
leaning more
I mean,
towards charismatic.
yeah.
He did an interview several weeks ago when he wrecked Chase Elliott, and the interviewer asked him,
At
were
Darlington,
they upset? And he was like, well, hell yeah, they were upset.
we're gonna have ice cream tomorrow.
When maybe 5 years before that, he would have flipped out or something.
Right.
He said it with
Well, he got
hard
DQ'd.
words, but not in a way that made him
Well,
seem stupid. So I was
reporters
proud of
ask
him for
stupid
doing
questions
that.
anyway. After the truck race, which he won, and the Fox camera guy is trying to get in the way of his picture or something he was having taken of him in the checkered flag before his interview, and he pushes the camera guy out of the way. And then the Fox Sports 1 reporter was like, you got DQ'd earlier in the day in the Xfinity race, how does that impact today's win? And he's like, I don't know, put it on the sticks. The stick being the measurement for the rear of the car. I'm like, that's a stupid question. How do you feel about getting disqualified? Does it impact the win now? It's like, I don't know, not a scientist.
It sucks that happened. Because the drivers have nothing to do with it.
Well, for something like the left rear being too low, that just seems kind of trivial to me. Not like, the motor was too big, or the balance was off, or, oh, the left rear was too low. How low was it? And, like a lot of stuff was right, and a lot of stuff was low. Obviously, it has rear inspection, so maybe the spring started sagging a little bit. Maybe he broke something in the car, maybe crack bar or something just went off. I don't know. Then you have to wonder too, like, how much did that really help him win?
Probably not much.
But people are like, oh, he was cheating. Oh, Kyle got disqualified because he was cheating. Shut up.
It's not like Chad Canal was telling Jimmy Johnson to hit the ball on purpose.
I need you to back into the wall. Yeah, that's like, wait a minute.
Brandon, I will say this. I'm not, like, if you're that smart to know how to do that properly and not get caught, props to you. But don't get caught. Don't go on the radio and say, hey, we're going to do this when NASCAR's listening.
Right, you go on the radio and say, hey, we're going to go out for ice cream later.
Gotcha.
Yes, Chad. With or without nuts? With. Brunch. Yeah, it's kind of sad that I'm actually, like, looking forward to New Hampshire in 2 weeks.
The track seems better and better every time you go there because it stays the same while the tracks change.
Well, and I'm excited to watch that race because they're going to run the lower downforce, higher power car, short track car, the whatever it is, 750 horsepower, not garbage car.
I don't know if that'll help or not for New Hampshire. We'll see.
Can't hurt it. Which one?
The second one.
Yeah.
I didn't see. I saw the first 4 minutes of the recap video, but I didn't finish it yet.
It was alright. I was watching it during the truck race, so I wasn't really, like, invested in it. It was more or less entertainment during the commercials. It'll be just as awful.
Washington Rocks.
Like people selecting or suggesting that Cleveland rocks. No, you don't. Down there. Daytona and Daytona Road back-to-back weeks. Why we gotta run Daytona Road? We're running Michigan, Daytona Road, Dover, Daytona.
If you run Daytona Road, I would get rid of Daytona to do it.
No. I'm not saying like get rid of Daytona. I'm saying run back-to-back weeks. Like this week we do the road course, next week we do the oval, just to save on travel.
For just this year, I think that's a good idea.
Well, I think we're only running Daytona Road Course just this year.
Why would they do that?
Because they have to fill in canceled races.
Why don't they just run the oval?
This is different?
That's
I don't know.
That's not the type of track you do that with, though, in my opinion. That's a track that people want to see, despite whether they hate the race or not. They just want to see the pack. Doing the road course, that kind of bothers me a little bit. Like to do.
You'd rather go to the Daytona Oval 3 times?
No, I'm saying like do 2 races at the oval and then add a road course, but don't get rid of an oval race.
They're not getting rid of an oval race, though.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh.
No, this is a makeup race for them losing Watkins Glen.
Oh, okay. That
So I'm
makes
saying,
sense.
like, instead of running Daytona Road and Watkins Glen spot, and then Dover, and then back to Daytona, they should just move Dover up a week, and then go back-to-back weeks at Daytona to save on travel costs. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the tracks have to agree with it, though. That's the hard part.
Dover's independently owned. We don't care. We don't give a shit about them.
I think the independently owned tracks are the best ones.
You mean the 2 that are still independently owned?
Yeah, because they don't have to rely on Bruton Smith to say what to do. They're a lot more flexible.
subreddit. I could easily say this race cemented my interest in NASCAR. After this week, the race was amazing on the King. Watching Indianapolis. It actually was a really good race. I'm pretty very fun, old school feeling race with all the strategy. What?
Yes, because Richard Petty used strategy.
Yeah, with the strategy, go fast and drop the right front. Or something like that, drop the left rear.
Get factory backing.
Right, run a V12, everybody else is running a V6.
Great old school.
Right, people are like, oh, the 70s is so great.
Find me footage of 73s. It's like they have to find every possible map that existed in the race to make it look somewhat decent. And then they'll pretend that all the episodes got beaten by 2 maps. Like Richard Petty's right.
Discussing inspection issues. Greg Kozowski is suggesting we implement a license system.
Like in iRacing.
Like in F1, where if you do dumb shit like cutting across the entire field, wrecking everybody to pit, you get like points on your license or something. Get demoted, lose your cup license and go down to Xfinity or something.
Like the top 10 lowest points guys.
Well,
Top 10.
no, not like that, just for like contract stupidity.
Well, I know. For stupidity. I miss the old days when Bill France Jr. just decided he wanted to suspend you for 6 weeks.
The question was, a car pitted in the middle of the track today completely changed the outcome of the race. As a competitor, you know the fastest car is always win, but how do you justify it to yourselves? When random incident like that happens to change the course of the race. In response, Kozlowski said, I think there are 2 ways to look at it. There's the entertainment way to look at it and say that probably created a more entertaining finish. So if you like chaos, then that was good. I think on the other side of that, there's the, hey, I'm a professional race car driver that's worked my entire career to get here, had to jump through a lot of hoops to make it, and would like to think that those efforts have created a spot for me in the series to be joined with peers of similar talent levels. I have nothing personal against anyone that has an issue like that, because they do happen from time to time, but there are certainly a handful of drivers that kindly I wonder exactly how they got to this level. Part of it plays into all the rules. When you've got this rules package with cars that are super easy to drive by themselves, it's very hard for NASCAR, I think, to be able to tell who's got it and who doesn't. So it kind of puts them in a box until you actually get in a race. But one thing I would like to see, and I think I've been pretty consistent with this, is I would like to see drivers be able to graduate into this level, and equally I'd like to see them be able to be removed from this level. They have repeated issues. I can't speak enough to the gentleman that had that issue today, but I have seen in the past where drivers have had this issue multiple times somehow are still there, where I think they should effectively be placed in a lower series or asked to go back to a more minor league level to prove their salt. But that's ultimately not my decision to make. It's what I would like to see, but it's not my decision to make, and until it is, I guess I should probably shut up. But I certainly think there's some merit to it.
Well, you've got guys that are really good that don't want those back marker cup rides, and they'll settle for an Xfinity ride or a good truck ride. And then guys like Quinn will end up getting that ride somehow, whether it's because of money or
right,
whatever the sponsors.
Like, would Matt Crafton do better in that car? Yes. Does he want to take that ride? Hell no. You know, you got plenty of guys that would be better in that ride, but they don't want to take it because it's crappy. The only the change I want to see made is aside from maybe the Daytona 500, I'd wouldn't really be opposed at all to have them cut the Cup field down to 36. I think that would alleviate a lot of your issues right there. It's the fact that we have the 00 and more importantly the Rick Ware cars running around 10 laps down all day, it's kind of like pointless.
I don't agree with that, because you need fields. If you start cutting to 36, then it's just going to go down to 32, and that's a whole nother issue. Because once Rick Hendrick dies and Richard Childress dies, and let's say nobody wants to carry on the team, it's going to get worse, because there's no good new owners coming up.
I think we need, then if we want to keep the field at 40, we should go back to allowing teams to put out 5 full-time cars.
That's not a bad idea, but I don't know if they'd be willing to do it.
I'm sure they would if they could get sponsorship. I know it's been a few times that teams have, like, I know Hendrick fielded a 5th car for Chase for 10 races in 2015. I know that's a rare circumstance, and they're only allowed to do it for 10 races for rookies, but the idea of having another... just more quality cars is what I want to see. Not so much maybe going down to 36, but just having more quality cars on the racetrack. So if, you know, Hendrick could put out a 5th car, Stuart Haas could put out a 5th car. I think right there you have two more cars on the field or on the track that could win any given weekend.
It doesn't even have to be them. It can just
I'm just throwing out
that,
like bigger teams.
Yeah. Like there's always going to be crappy cars out there, but
we need to like tighten the gap between them.
Yeah, it used to be maybe you'll see a Dave Marcus or Andy Hillenberg make the race and be kind of slow. But even they would take like 50 laps to go a lap down.
Right, we have guys going a lap down like before competition cautions 20 laps in. Guys that are just so damn slow. And part of the problem too now is that with the aero package, we saw Logano come behind a lap car and get tight, and Harvick just drove right around him because Logano lost the air off his nose. Which isn't the lap car's fault, he's just running his race, but it magnifies both issues more, both the package and slow cars. Wow. That'd be like Oklahoma governor is shocked to find browns in his coffee and he use a filter.
What'd you have for dinner today?
I had Taco Bell again.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yes. It's about the most most food you can buy for $5.
Completely untrue, but it's might be the best you can do at a fast food restaurant, or just a restaurant
yeah.
in general.
Yeah, I mean, I could buy, 30 packs of ramen for $5 and completely eat myself sick, but...
Or you could buy ground beef and make your own tacos for at least half the price. But Taco Bell just has a way. It's like McDonald's. Like, they do a really, really excellent job with the shitty quality food that they have. And that's what makes it impressive. Like, you can shit on McDonald's, but when they deal with what they work with the employees that work there, who most of them don't even care, because they're just going to college or whatever, that's very impressive. They wouldn't be as big as they are if they weren't somewhat decent.
No issues in post-race tech. Austin Dillon is unfortunately your winner.
Yay.
Boo.
I just like the no post-race tech penalties. There's nothing worse than knowing your driver's finish and then having them penalized. Okay.
I like they're taking wins away now, though. I always thought it was really shitty previous years, like, oh, so-and-so driver car failed inspection. He had this and that violation, so we're going to take away all of his points and his playoff eligibility and his chase bonus points and his money and suspend his crew chief. It's like, okay, but he keeps the trophy. Like, okay.
I agree with that, actually.
What?
I think once the results are finished, having it different later really disrupts the fans. Zach Michael into the pits.
What else is new? It all depends on the, it depends on the violation, I think. Like, I think taking a win away should be reserved for extreme cases. If there's something small or something, that's where you kind of maybe do a points penalty or a fine or a suspension for the crew chief, but if it's something big, like really egregious, like poking holes in the tires, then yeah, I think you should lose the win. I just wish that NASCAR had the ability to roll through tech every car that was out there, because I feel like a lot of times maybe not just the top three that have major issues. That's all they do. They just they test the top three and then like a couple randoms or something, and that's it. Should just do it like dirt race and have a scale. You drive up on it. Yes, no. Okay, you're good, and then you're done.
Well, it's not that simple, though.
No, because these cars have way more to it than a sprint car.
The problem is now, wins mean so much. Granted, I think they let you have the win, but they get rid of the playoff implications for the win, is how it works.
Right.
But you should keep the win. If you get penalized for the win, then drivers will know that, and they'll be like, man, you shouldn't have done that. And that's enough of a penalty if you include the points and fines and suspensions.
So if a car fails tech at the Daytona 500, they keep that win too?
Well, here's the thing. 90% of failing tech is before the race starts.
Yeah.
And they'll catch all that. I don't know.
You can make a similar argument. What if they win the championship race and they're one of the final four that you could just cautions out? Oh, I'm fucked. You could just penalize the points and end that pretty quickly. Well, that's great.
I think a lot of guys are fucked. It's your favorite driver that got involved in the crash.
So stupid.
It didn't even have to do with coming into the pits either. It was just a legitimate wreck in the middle of pit stops. It's okay.
Oh, I feel better now. Does that mean I'm on the lead lap now? Apparently the next Cup race is Thursday night at Kansas. We're running the weekend backwards. We're running Thursday Cup, back-to-back trucks Friday, Saturday, and then Xfinity Saturday late afternoon. I'm not really sure how that works.
There's a lot of craziness going on with the schedule. I just don't question it because they're doing the best they can.
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen to part 1 of the Mark Martin download.
It was really good.
Yeah.
He's actually, I would say he's the second best interview.
I think so. He's up there. Oh,
Sorry, Christian Torres just blew up.
damn.
I think he's the second best interview other than Ken Schrader.
Oh yeah, I think Schrader's always gonna be the best.
When Mark goes into a story, he just keeps telling it and telling it. Those are the best interviews. He just talks and talks. And Junior just kind of listens.
Yeah, I haven't listened to part 2 yet, but I will soon. But I think Schrader's up there, Richard Petty's up there. I like Kyle's episode. Maybe not top 5, but I liked his episode. Michael Waltrip's was really good too. Obviously Tony Stewart's was good, and because I was like totally biased on that one, but Jimmy Johnson's was pretty good too. I think you can kind of obviously tell like what type of interview they have based on like, oh, Mark Martin, so we're going to talk old NASCAR. Oh, it's Jimmy Johnson. Well, he was buddies with Junior, so we're going to talk like buddies with Junior. So those are always fun interviews. Whoa.
3-wide battle for the lead. Dave Miller underneath Zach Miller. Not
Jimmy Johnson's there,
related.
like, hey Dale, remember that time you peed in the closet? It's like, yeah, shit, man.
In Ricky Hendrick's closet. Of all people.
1 guest room or something like that. And then Kozlowski's like, remember that time I lived in your house across the street? Or your guest house or something in the backyard? I don't know. It might have been Kozlowski. I know Truex lived in his guest house or something.
You
but I don't
lived
know.
with him for a while.
Yeah. And me and Martin, and be on 2003 all night on TeamSpeak. Where I met Danny. That's why I really want to see like Dave Kemmer or something like that. Somebody from iRacing, Iris. They're just talking sim racing all the time. I'm obviously a whole lot of people. I find it very interesting because I do like a little bit of discussion we get about that once in a while.
It's the future of racing. It's the only economic.
Oh yeah.
Now it's probably a little bit about 4 car lengths ahead of the leader right now, so the caution comes out here. You're all set.
Yay.
Yay. But you have to pass Glenn first.
Oh god. I'm about to get Clorox cleaned out. It's the Clorox cleaned out moment of the race when Zach gets ass packed by the 54.
Oh no! Huge wreck, 25 involved. Here's the caution. Everyone's back on the lead lap. Woo!
Oh, and the 11 and the Stars car are having at it. Can Tim like fix that? Because I feel like that's, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you here. I think Steve O'Donnell was watching Extravaganza race late one night and saw that paint scheme and thought, that looks awesome. Let's put sponsors on the door instead of numbers. Damn, he just drove in there and spun him out.
He did. He's mad because he's 34th. I think that had something to do with it.
Where can I buy a Motorcraft car battery?
I don't think I've ever seen one before.
That's what I have in my car. It's, like, I'm 98% sure it's toast. So I think I need to buy a new one sometime this week. I want to buy one. Goddamn dealership.
You'll be able to after the internet.
Oh, yeah, no, the internet's, I think, fixed. It cut out on me once, but I've had 0 issues with it. And it cut out once, like, Friday night for, like, 5 seconds. I just had to reset the minutes and dropped on me the last, like, 4 days. And I'm running through my splitter right now, because last time I put it on the splitter, I think it's on here with you and Alex, it died, like, twice in 10 minutes, so... Yeah, I'll have to call around. I'll find a repair place. Probably the same place my mom goes to and be like, hey, can you test my battery? Is there a charge? No? Okay. If I need a replacement, can you order a Motorcraft one? Yes. Okay, I'll be there later.
Well, that sounds convenient. You sure it'll be that easy?
No, it's going to be a clusterfuck, but I like to go in with a positive outlook and come out more cynical on life than when I went in.
Or
No, I'll
come
get
in
a
with
new
a
battery
negative
or not.
outlook, and then when you're disappointed, it'll be expected.
Like electricity positively comes back out of the battery and negatively goes back in. But batteries go bad over time because it fills with negative electricity.
So we're going to compare our lives to a battery.
I'm a negative creep.
Acid is pouring out of my veins.
My blood runs cold. Where's JP when you need him?
Listening to Kim Wilde.
I think he's running iRacing. I got a notification a little bit ago that he was streaming something. But I'm busy watching the extrapolation race.
The Wheeling Extrapolation Series.
You know what that word means? The action of estimating or concluding something by assuming that existing trends will continue or a current method will remain applicable. What the fuck? That's
Like
way too
wrecking
many
in the
words.
same place 8 times?
The extension of a graph curve or a range of values by inferring unknown values from trends in the known data. So that's Larry Mack's Trends. This is the Larry Mack Trend series.
Larry Mack's Extrapolations.
I was typing out a tweet as Larry Wayne last week, and it corrected. I misspelled extravaganza on purpose, and it suggested extrapolation. So I'm like, okay, close enough.
Currently 2 drivers out of the race, David Courtney and Christian Torres on engine failures. Zach Miller coming to the flag as your leader. 30 cars back on the lead lap.
That means there's 70 cars in the race.
Dude, I should do that and see if it works.
It won't. I think 44 or something is the hacked maximum for 2003. NASCAR Heat, on the other hand, the original PC NASCAR Heat, yes, you could make that happen.
How do the pits work?
They don't.
Oh.
No, 2003 won't. Yeah, I think 43 is the cap. Or in your case, 42.
Yes.
The less flavorful sequel to Richard Petty's 43s is Kyle Petty's 42s.
Kyle Petty's 42s, sweet and winning flavor. Kyle Petty's 45, dusty.
That's what they should do. They should give away a Kyle Petty signed trading card or something in boxes of Richard Petty 43s, but you only win once out of every 800 boxes or something like that.
Meanwhile, Richard Petty, you win 1 out of every 3 boxes.
$80-year-old Richard Petty sitting there signing cereal boxes.
I can see him. He does it.
Yeah. I wonder if, sure he has, but how many boxes of 43 he's signed. Richard, sign my 43s. Her thing.
Jack Spriggs, zeros. These are just cheering.
No, Jack Sprague a Denver Nuggets player asked Peyton Manning for suggestions about playing without fans, he was like, I'm just not the one to answer that question. You'd probably have to ask somebody with the Chargers. No. If you want to ask the Chargers something, you have to ask them what it's like to play a road game every week. But you should ask the Toronto Blue Jays because they're going to be playing on the road every game this year.
That's going to be tough.
Oh, yeah. Apparently there's controversy, too, at the NFL. There's no clear plan to deal with health concerns, so, like, all of the players are taking to Twitter. Ooh. In 2003, Reebok created 8 new uniform designs for the Minnesota Vikings. The winner was intended to be used for the 2005 season and beyond. All of them were rejected. Included were separate black and yellow alternatives that never materialized. What?
What year was it?
This was 03, but remember when they got those new uniforms in 05?
Yeah.
Some of these aren't bad.
I've never seen a Vikings uniform that didn't look good. That shade
At the
of purple
Viking.
is very hard to screw up.
I like the Vikings uniforms. And I think they have one of the better color schemes. A lot of things that a lot of gonna hit the Staples easy button on that sense and start over. A big part of what makes a uniform look good is the color combination. I think the Vikings have a good color combination.
They do. Just the purple itself is really good. The Ravens are kind of the same way. They have that shade of bluish purple that just kicks ass.
I like their helmets too. The matte finish is pretty cool. I don't like matte usually, especially because a lot of baseball teams are going with that finish now on their batting helmets, but it looks cool.
I like the shinier helmets.
I like leather helmets.
No.
Back in my day, helmets didn't reflect.
And they look good, but I prefer the shiny ones. The ones that make you say woo instead of woo.
For the longest time.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
God. I like the Redskins helmet a lot too. Controversial opinion. I like the Redskins uniforms too. Preseason game last year, the Browns played the Redskins. For some reason, like compared to looking at pictures and whatever when they ran out of the field, I saw their uniforms. I was sitting on their side of the field, and I'm like, those actually look really good. Cool, though. I got to see the Redskins play their last game against the Browns as the Redskins.
Did you see it live?
Oh yeah, I was sitting third row, 20-yard line. Preseason. I paid like $40 for the tickets.
Nice.
It was the preseason opener, so I got to see Freddie Kitchens' first game.
I'm sure they were very excited.
Oh yeah, we went down the field and scored on him in like 10 seconds, and then we pulled all the starters, and I'm like, that was fun. Got to see Chubb for like 40 seconds.
You gotta love those non-pressure situations.
And it just exaggerates how pointless preseason is. I think they should cut it down to 2 games anyway, regardless of virus implications.
It's a nice build-up, though.
Yeah, I mean, there should be a couple. Oh god, I forgot about the Rams uniforms. Oh my god, they're so ugly.
If they're gonna get rid of 2 preseason games, they're gonna add 2 regular season games. That's the main thing that makes me question it.
I think that's
16
been
is the perfect number.
that's been discussed for a while. because teams know that owners know they can make way more money off a regular season game, and then it kind of compromises with the players, risk. Obviously, they don't want to extend the season because that's more games they can get hurt, and it kind of, in a way, lowers their value because they're still getting paid for more games. But I guess, I don't know, that might bring an increase in salary. I don't know. Salary cap is supposedly going to explode here soon, so I'm interested to see. I think for the Chiefs' sake, it better explode.
Oh, if it explodes right now, they just made bank. That's exactly when you want to sign a contract, right before it happens.
I mean, it's a 10-year contract, so it's going to explode at some point in there. I don't think it's going to be this year or next year. I think it may kind of flat for a little bit while everybody recovers from their financial loss. Because this year's been so rough.
That's the benefit of long-term contracts. It seems like a lot of money at the time, but after the 6th season, suddenly it's normal.
Yeah. Really? Oh, okay. I got a notification on BestBuy.com. The item you viewed recently has dropped by $150. And from the preview picture, it looked exactly like the laptop I bought a month ago. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not buying another one. Oh, did something happen?
No, I was referring to you.
Oh. No, I'm saying like they said the price dropped, but I already bought one at a lower price than what it supposedly dropped to. See, I think Miller's paint scheme is just fine for like what they're trying to go for by selling that revenue space where contingencies are. Instead of contingencies, you just have a big cookie.
I was wondering what Miller you were talking about.
The one without contingencies and a cookie?
Well, keep in mind they're underfunded because Shake and Bake Racing can't make money on 4 teams, but Foley's too stubborn of an owner to understand this. And
I think TeamSpeak is freaking out.
Well, it might be
sound like on your end.
Actually.
I don't know, do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay, you sound fine now. I think it's just something had an episode. Like, what?
It's probably on my Alaskan end.
Yes, the Alaskan bull net.
We're gonna pick up the town and put it somewhere else as Scott Drake makes an unscheduled pit stop. Former Shake and Bake Racing dropout. Oh! Several contenders involved.
Oh. Tragedy.
When the field is... Sorry. And you can't go on.
Tragedy.
Ooh, teammates wreck each other. John Tharp and Tex Perry.
That was awful.
Dalton Lucas lost his pizza in that accident.
Let go of pizza. No. gone apparently. NASCAR Heat 5 patch or something goofed, and Ty Dillon has been removed from career mode.
That sucks.
Oh, and I guess there's a bug now where the track disappears.
While you're racing?
Looks like he's racing to me. Oh no, it's practice. There's just floating people and pit boxes and other cars, but the track itself is just like just the skybox. There's nothing else.
So the whole Earth is gone.
Yes, except for the floating people in the shape of a grandstand and... oh my god.
That's really scary.
If you could sacrifice one NASCAR driver to end coronavirus, who would it be and why Joey Logano?
No, probably Quinn or
Yeah, I was gonna
some
say.
guy.
Austin Dillon.
No. Maybe Ty Dillon after the NASCAR Heat debacle.
Mike Helton goes up after the deletion of Ty Dillon from the NASCAR Heat Cup Series. We have decided to remove him from our Cup Series as well.
Oh, fair is fair. What?
Maybe then people will realize NASCAR has lost it.
Mike Helton is one of the few reasons they're staying afloat.
Yes, when he's out of the picture and Steve O'Donnell and dumb shit take over.
I think Steve O'Donnell is heading in a better direction, or he's
No.
trying to. He's trying, though.
Trying
That's
what?
one thing Brian France didn't do.
He needs to no, he needs to stop trying.
Well, we're at a point now where we have to try. We used to be at... Oh, whoa! Whoa!
Oh, wow. See ya.
Oh!
Oh!
Dave Miller. Randy Dobbins, Tony Pizarro, Ken Pettit, all involved in this fantastic Turn 3 incident that started in Turn 4.
Mark Martin says he's struggling to be a fan of PJ1.
What's PJ1?
The traction shit they put down.
Oh.
Says it works good under optimum conditions, but it's so temperamental to heat, dirt, and marbles. I love watching that go by the wall too. Doesn't seem to happen much with his games. Well, I found a motorcraft battery on Ford's website.
How much does it cost?
$104.
That's not bad.
About normal. I think it's the one I have. It just says vehicle battery. So I'm pretty sure this is probably what they ship all their cars with. I imagine any shop could order it, they'll just charge me for it. I'm sure if they can order it through their system, they'll get a discount, and then they'll make me pay full price for it. Fine. I don't see even where I could buy a battery that isn't a non-OEM brand. Apparently to help, the cars were really hot today because they're in Texas in July and it's hot. During one of his pit stops, the employer had them put a leaf blower in his driver's side window and just pointed at him. I mean, if it's 130 inside the car, and you have to figure the leaf blower is blowing air or pulling air in from the outside, which is probably like 95. Sure, that actually feels pretty cool.
That's a good point. Oh! Wait! What's he doing? He's shaking! Go, Tim, go! I don't think I've seen an AI car just dart left and right and start scattering like crazy. That was weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was just scattering like Broderick at Talladega, and then Suddenly
There's
he was
cars
fine.
scattering everywhere.
It's like he became a player for 5 seconds. Oh, that's why Rob blew up. He was
Oh,
on the track right ahead of them.
somebody's on the Taco Bell subreddit. I found the proposed menu for 2021: chicken quesadilla, soft taco, hard taco, cinnamon twist.
Dude, I'd still eat it. Except the cinnamon twists.
No, cinnamon twists they're not bad. They're just dumb. Like, I don't know why.
Well, you go order Domino's cinnamon sticks, and there's so much cinnamon. And then you
And
get
they're also
cinnamon
bread. They're not
twists.
cheese puffs with cinnamon instead of cheese.
It's such a horrible idea.
Yeah, we saw the
Barely any
cheese roll up.
cinnamon on it.
Why is a cheese roll up $1? Yet I can get other stuff that's better. That's also $1. But you know they're getting rid of the better stuff that's $1. So incoming $2 double XL cheese roll up.
They should just get rid of the damn cheese roll.
It's so dumb.
Jesus Christ. It's just a grilled cheese in a taco form, or a burrito form.
Yes.
Like, at that point, just don't go to Taco Bell.
Overheard in the Taco Bell drive-thru. First off, the guy in front of me at the drive-thru tonight was in a taxi. It was one of those minivans. He was in the back seat with the door open, ordering. And of course, I was next in line, and he ordered $31 worth of food. They had him pull around,
Was
and
it
then
JB?
and then the guy working at the drive-thru left the window open after I paid. And I overheard them in the back in the kitchen talking, and they were like, "Yeah, that weird burrito's just beef, lettuce, and cheese, nothing else." I'm like, what the hell did this guy order? It was one of those that took a while too. I was sitting behind him for
he had
several
custom
minutes.
orders, essentially.
Well, and then the day before when I went yesterday, I get there and the person had already ordered, but their screen was still up as I pulled up, and they ordered a water.
That was it?
Yeah, it said water, $0. Like, what? Why?
It's so weird. People are so comfortable ordering on drive-thrus that they'll buy anything. Like, that same person going into the store would not just buy a water. He wouldn't have the confidence to do it.
Then we sit on here and giving JB ideas. He'd call up DoorDash and DoorDash a water from McDonald's or something.
JB,
Guys, I got my water. It was $8.
JB's too hungry to do that, though. That would be funny. I don't even think JB likes water.
I don't like water. Water's gross. I mean,
Are you anti-SpongeBob?
I don't know how anybody
No
could think
water.
like good water. Like, I mean, there's gross water, but there's also gross everything. But like when you're outside doing stuff, or it's hot out, or you're just doing a lot, and you get thirsty, like nothing hits it like water. I don't care. I mean, I love Mountain Dew, but if
Or
I'm out
Gatorade.
doing stuff, yeah, or,
Anything
well,
that's just smooth.
even then, I think water still hits better than Gatorade. But I don't understand people who are like, yeah, man, I was outside mowing my grass, came back in with a nice cold Busch Light. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you want that? I mean, I get it's watered down, but not.
I've never been a big fan of beer. Just
It's
tastes
alright.
bad. And
The-
Alex Crapser's day is over.
Light beers are really easy to drink because, oh, Jesus, because they have no flavor. But they also have no flavor. The full flavored beers are better, but I kind of have to have a taste for them. I mean, otherwise it's just too strong. Plus, I'm very weak when it comes to that, so I have like one, and I feel like I want to just go to sleep.
My vice is to me, it's not about what gets you drunk, it's about what tastes good.
Correct. Why I opt for the $10 6-packs of Great Lakes over the 50-cent 50 packs of Bush fucking bullshit. Ohio Governor warns state could become Florida. Okay, what are you doing about it? Warning you it could become Florida. Okay, but what are you doing about it? I'm warning you that we could turn into Florida. Until he actually puts in a mandate. I mean, until he actually puts in a mandate, like to wear a mask, nobody's gonna give a shit. How does that work?
How does that happen?
Oh, letter carrier gets a dog, then they put a sticker on the mailbox. Orange stickers will go on mailboxes of houses with a dog. Yellow stickers will go on the house before, so your mailman knows a dog is at the next house. The idea is to keep them safe. Youngstown ranks in the top 5 cities in northern Ohio for dog attacks on letter carriers.
Oh, this
Well, you just fucking keep your dog tied up.
Coronavirus.
Oh, no, this is about dogs jumping on mail people. How about you just keep your dog tied up? Or we just ditch the dog.
A lot of people aren't that responsible. And
Plus, yeah,
some will
too.
even blame the mailman.
You came at my dog. My dog wouldn't hurt anybody. Yeah, he wouldn't hurt you. You're the one that feeds him. He sees the mailman is coming onto his property, so he's got to defend his territory or something.
Yes.
And chewing on a mailman is not a good way to fix that. But it's Youngstown. Youngstown's fucking faster.
Ryan Hoiser. Underneath, Zach Miller. He's been riding behind him for several laps. He's going to try to outbrake him heading into turn 1. And Ryan will be your new leader. Zach drops back to second. Tim McDonald third in this 3-car breakaway. Tim making a move on the inside. Side by side on the backstretch. Has pulled away to about 5 or 6 car lengths as the 22 and the 28 battle. 22 in that new and improved Volkswagen paint scheme this week with a bulldozer on the side. We have a lot going on back here. Mark Murphy all the way up to the 4th position, racing the lap car of Jonathan Sprabitz and John Batista. Batista looks low. He will not take advantage. It's been a good day for Craig Lee as well. He's needed a really good run today, and so far he has it, up to the 6th spot. It's been a very inconsistent year for Mr. Lee. Zach has gained a car length or 2 on Ryan, but it appears that Ryan has the faster vehicle, which is not unheard of for New Hampshire. Here comes Tim McDonald for second one more time, heading into turn 3. The GoJet Airlines Middle Tennessee State vehicle. Looks like Miller is going to have the momentum coming off the corner and keep the 2nd spot. 116 laps to go. And it looks like we are under caution. Looks like a couple of cars involved. Michael Henson, Donald Stewart, and Jimmy Stevens. Ooh, I think we've seen that wreck before today. Jimmy Stevens and Donald Stewart battling for the 13th position. Let's take a look on board the number 55 machine. Jimmy Stevens and Michael Henson go around in a frenzy of sparks.
I think this is the same wreck. 3rd time today.
I think you're right. And they ricochet off the wall the same way, too.
It's me.
Oh no! If I was Ben, it's me! Poor Ben, he's had a bad few weeks.
That's not Ben in that car. That's somebody else.
That's Tim.
Ben's,
It's Tim's
been
face, so maybe it's Tim.
Ben's been replaced by a synth. Fallout 4 reference. Essentially a robot person.
You're having a pretty good day. You're up to 11th after being allowed down. Ryan is going to be down the same. 3-wide battle for 4th coming out of this. JB, Craig, and
Have you ever heard of Fritos Racers?
that sounds like something that happened.
They were Fritos in the shape of race cars.
I thought you were going to say there were Fritos shaped in the face of your favorite driver.
No.
Were they just race cars, or?
Yeah, just generic little race cars. They all have the number 24 on it because it was part of Jeff Gordon's Frito sponsorship.
I got you. I think Jeff Gordon had enough sponsors back then.
Yes, people were lining up to sponsor him, and now they're all gone.
Well, not all of them. There's just only a few marketable people.
Somebody on the Browns subreddit is rewatching all Browns games from week 1, 2017 to week 17, 2019. Yeah. All the Browns games. That's a lot of awful games. I should post a video on YouTube, be like, I am going to go back and watch every Hugh Jackson era Browns game and analyze them and give you exact reasons as to why this and that occurred, to be all dramatic with it and stuff. And then like 2 weeks later post a video update saying I got bored and quit after the first game. You're damn bad. I learned everything I needed to know in the first game.
Who was the first quarterback for Hugh Jackson?
would have been 2016. I think that would have been RG3. Or if he started in 15 or 16, but it was 16 because Mike Pettin was still with us then. Don't worry, we got a good, strong head coach who's going to say yes to whatever the calculator says. The odds say to do this. Okay, we're going to do that every time. The defense totally won't figure that out. Oh, the odds here are higher to run than pass, so we're going to blitz it. Oh, look, they ran. Yeah, it's working. We're going to go for... using analytics is a statistical approach to playing the game, but instead you're going to end up making yourself two-dimensional, extremely predictable. And if you have a whole organization now that's going to say yes to that, it's just not going to work. The 2020 Browns are going to be worse than the 2019 Browns. People are going to wish that Freddie Kitchens was back by the end of the year. Bitching every Sunday?
Play fantasy football this year. Go with the player you think will be better based on not Browns.
Oh yeah, I mean I have Chubb as a keeper, but that's all. I'm not no
Right.
Baker, no Odell, no nobody. Maybe our defense in a spot start if they're playing like if we're playing like the I don't know the Dolphins or something.
Jarvis Landry would be a good,
no.
Like as a backup.
No.
You're anti-Browns now.
I'm just mad, born,
I understand.
desensitized,
demoralized.
I'm a negative creep.
100 laps to go.
I'll still watch the games and it'll be exciting. But yeah, I'm not gonna be hyped about the Browns until there's an X next to us, either meaning elimination or you've clinched a playoff spot.
I think for the first time between all of our favorite teams, my favorite team is gonna be the one to watch this year.
Browns are gonna be sitting there 9-0 in week 9. I'll be like, nope, not buying it. We go 9-7. I told you. I knew it. It's just gonna be. Once again, we have all these great players. Plus, Kevin Stefanski's offense last year. We got Baker, you got Odell, you got Chubb, you got all these great. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. You got Freddie Kitchens. Woo! I think part of it I know Freddie Kitchens was not good at adjusting in game situations, but I think a lot of people don't realize what a negative impact it was, Myles Garrett's situation and suspension, because our team was looking good, and then that happened and it just went to complete shit. We were shit to start the season, but we were looking good, and then losing him was just, our defense was shit. I don't know. And you lose his presence in the locker room, that sense of leadership, along with all the controversy around it.
It's all over now, at least the Freddie Kitchens part.
Is Freddie Kitchens?
I just don't know BJ can handle being a decoy.
Oh, don't worry. He's going to bang his head into a field goal net and be out for the season. Stupid net. Whack. Finland.
That's the crazy thing. Wide receivers think they can do it anywhere, and he didn't realize that Eli Manning was a big part of the reason.
I think wide receivers are probably the most overrated position in football.
I would say running back. Because
At least with running back, there's more skill involved. With wide receivers, you're just purely depending on the quarterback.
I disagree. Look at Tom Brady in 06 and 07. And tell me the wide receivers didn't make a difference.
Well, when you stack your offense with so many of them. But like...
Yeah, but that's... You just made the point, though.
Right, but I'm saying I'd rather build around the fundamentals. Like, I'd rather build a power offense with, like... if I have to pick a player first, if I'm building an offense, I'd go with offensive line.
Correct.
I think I take wide receivers last.
The Patriot approach has always been to take running backs last. Until Sonny Michel. Primarily because they want so much money. If you start them and then build...
Unless you can get somebody exceptional, there's really no point, because a lot of running... Yeah, you have to be a good running back to be a good running back, but a lot of it comes down to the offensive line.
Look at Le'Veon Bell last year.
Yeah.
He would have been out of the NFL in 3 years. He came out doing
And then you can go look at running backs who are bad, and you know they're bad, like Trent Richardson. You could put 15 Joe Thomases in front of him, and he'd still run right into him. Like it's.
Well, the problem is he was running right into Joe Thomas instead of the hole.
Right. I thought you were my lead blocker. No.
That's not how it works, Trent. It's a shame because he's such a nice guy. And he really did try. Like, it's not a Jamarcus Russell situation.
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell's a doofus.
Probably the biggest genius in the NFL history, if you think about it.
Every NFL team's last road playoff win. You want to guess who's the oldest? It's not the Browns.
It's not the Bengals because of the year they won.
The Bengals have never won a road playoff game.
Are you serious?
And neither of the Texans.
How is that possible?
Browns are the second oldest in 1969.
So the Bengals are the oldest.
No. The Bengals haven't won a road playoff game. They're not even on the list.
But that makes them the oldest.
No, because they never won a playoff game, or a road playoff game.
Well, that makes them worse than the list then, which is even more impressive.
That makes them irrelevant to this list.
That makes them more relevant to just general sucking.
Yeah, but they're not on this list, so they don't count. They haven't won a road playoff game to become eligible and therefore be on this list. That's like arguing that that William Byron should be on a list of Cup winners. He hasn't won, so he's not on the list. So do you know who the oldest is?
What do we count as playoffs?
Postseason.
Like Super Bowl era?
Playoff, yes. Well, no, this is actually not from postseason, championship game, something. After the regular season.
The Lions?
Yes, 1957.
Bobby Lamb.
Yes. Wow, the Lions are so good. They always get the first seed and never even have to play away playoff games. Yeah, okay. Problem is they don't win playoff games at home either.
One thing I want to look at, and this goes to baseball, is actual playoff record, not series wins and series losses. Like career playoff records per game, per team. But I don't know if there's a convenient database for that.
Yeah, I can't find that list. That's weird.
So I want to know the Red Sox playoff record. It's got to be really good. Because half the times they sweep the team they play, and when they lose the World Series, it's in 7 games. So that's just something I'd like to have seen. Because we have to have a winning record in the playoffs, because we don't make it that much in history. But when we do, we usually do pretty well. And then there's the Marlins. Make it twice and win it twice.
Yeah, I think they'd definitely be up there.
Then the Expos will go into your argument about we never made it, they don't count.
Right, because they don't meet the criteria to be on the list. Yeah, I cannot find that record. I mean, I don't think it would be terribly difficult to do it by hand, but it'd be time
The
consuming.
New York Yankees, right now.
No, I'm gonna do the Arizona Diamondbacks. They
Like
made the
3
playoffs like,
times.
I think 4.
Probably.
I think they made it 01, 07. Oh, they actually made it pretty frequent. They made it 99, their second season of existence. They went from 65 to 100 wins.
Randy Johnson.
Yeah. And then they go to 85 wins and miss the play. Okay, so they made the playoffs in 99, 2001, 2002, 2007, 2011, and 2017. Actually pretty good for a 20-year span. But they're all so spread out, though.
They've never made it back-to-back years.
Not 01 and 02. They made the playoffs 3 out of the first 5 years.
That's very impressive.
What's impressive is they go from 65 and 97 to 100 wins, 85, 92, 98 wins, 84 wins. And in 2004 they go 51 and 111.
Well, they have the market players almost right off the bat. I don't know where they got them.
And Randy Johnson 4 times in a row. And the Cy Young. Oh, that's what it was. December 15, 2013, they traded away Clinton and Kraken. Damn. Oh, but he's brought back in June as a free agent. There we go. There's their monthly record. Yeah, but I was going to say they probably brought it back. Got hot again. November 28th, 2003, Kershaw was traded to the Red Sox. Casey Fossum, Brandon Lyon, Jorge De La Rosa, and Michael Dallas. Terrible trade.
That's Casey Fossum. He was the last of the first steroid pitchers. Oh, what happened? No!
Oh! Oh, Tim, what are you doing?
Man, they were sitting in such a good spot.
Wow.
Well, Tim's still 6, but he's going to have to repair that damage. Zach Miller had the only good run he's had since Bristol when he gets wrecked.
Hey, since ever.
Oh. I think the Baked Beans car had something to do with it.
Oh, look. The same wreck. For the 4th time today. Jeez.
I think Dave Butterworth should be parked, suspended, fined.
Yeah, what about this demotion system we were talking about?
Have all his wins taken away.
Be the Bush Bonanza series. Or the Bush's
Oh,
best baked Bush beans Butterworths.
that was a Broderick Whitman move.
The same move that the other AI guys have been pulling all day, just turning down into the guy on the inside and dumping him.
That's a good
Turning
point,
him up the track.
Butter's a lap down. What's he doing?
He's an AI car. They don't know if they're lapped in or not. They just go. The only difference is they line up somewhere else.
That was second and third place. Zach, you're up to fourth.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry. We're going to fuck it up.
I think your best finish all season's been fourth, so we'll see what you can do.
I'm probably going to get turned head on to the outside wall here. Yeah, all these have been 2 and 3.
I can't believe it. Who's gonna beat Ryan now?
Nobody.
This might be the last round of pit stops. Coming to the flag, it's going to be Ryan Heuser, Craig Lee, Bill Werkheiser, Zach Michael, John Batista, Tony Pizarro, Alan Nesfetter, Rick Jackson, Aaron Cummings at New Hampshire, and Adam Krapser.
What the fuck is the 6th and 3rd?
He was good at New Hampshire back in the N.O.R.L days.
That fucking covered wagon racing?
Horse and buggy racing. Laps to go. Battle for fourth between the 20 and the 39. The 39.
The 6 is so damn slow.
He's slower than the lap cars.
Oh.
You're about to lose the 2 positions you gained in that crash. number 6 for the 4th position. And right behind them, the 2 R2W teammates battle at it. Rick Jackson needs a really good finish today. He is over 100 points back of 10th. The top 5 will certainly not hinder his efforts. What do you think the Patriots' record will be this year?
I'm gonna have to see Cam Newton play first, and I'll get back to you.
So game 1, after game 1's over, you're gonna choose?
Well, no, I'm talking about the preseason, if there is one, if there's even a regular season to choose. No, I think they're going to win the division.
Well, I agree.
It'll probably be like a 10-6 winning the division type thing.
The East was really good last year, though.
Really good? Excuse me?
Look at their records last year.
No. Jets lost to the damn Browns. The Dolphins are a disaster. And the Bills have no offense.
They're not a disaster. They won like 4 of their last 6 games. Look at the record, I'm telling you. They were the second best, they were the second hardest division in football last year.
Okay, just because 4 teams go 7-9 doesn't mean they're a tough division.
Okay. Like, you're part of the problem because people don't look at the standings and they go by the stereotype. We were a really good division last year.
AFC East lives matter. Division standings are hard to find nowadays. 12-4, 10-6, 7-9, 5-11.
That's the second best record in football combined. That's a over 500 winning percentage. Add all the wins up and add all the losses up.
34 wins. AFC South had 32 wins.
Yeah.
AFC West had 31 wins.
That's worse than 34. All of the divisions are going to be close. Because there's 4 teams combined. There's a big difference between 34 and 31 if you combine 4 teams.
NFC North had 34.
They were a good division.
And they lost one because of a tie. The NFC West had 38, and they lost one because of a tie.
Well, they were easily the best division last year. I felt bad for the Cardinals because they were probably better.
Their 1-5 record in their division.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if they put them in the AFC East, they'd look better.
A little bit, yeah. Compared to the West, they're...
No, the problem with the AFC East is that, like, I think their record may be better than what they are because the Jets won a bunch of games at the end of the season when it didn't matter, and the Dolphins did the same thing.
But it does matter. Why does it not matter?
Both teams won and done in the playoffs. The Patriots got crushed by the Titans, and the Bills should have crushed the Texans, but, you know, I guess flicking the football off in the end zone is a normal thing, so it's a touchback.
The Patriots got worse at the end of the year while the other 3 teams. Well, Bills kind of stayed the same, and the Jets and the Dolphins really got good.
Patriots just got kind of stale.
Yeah.
They didn't really, like, adjust or anything.
I would honestly say that our defensive backs might be the greatest defensive back group in history. If you really look at it. Those first 8 games, they were on a historical pace, and they still were. But once teams figured out that they could just run the ball, then it didn't matter as much. Once they started running. Because the Ravens game, they just ran and ran and ran, and then when they figured that was the way to beat us, that's when we started. Then our offense was just... It was actually worse than it says, because our defensive backs would have so many turnovers that they put us in good field position and make us look better. But we couldn't get first downs to save our lives. And it was the offensive line more than anything. People want to blame the receiving corps, that Tom Brady had no time to throw the ball a lot, and Sonny Michel couldn't run the ball at all. Our offensive line was garbage. But nobody wants to bring that up. They just want to blame the receivers or blame Tom Brady's age.
Well, I gotta say, I think we've definitely arrived at the beginning of the end of the Brady-Belichick era in New England.
Well, obviously. He's not there anymore, you dumbass.
But he's forever in our hearts.
He is. I'm going to be a Buccaneers fan to some extent this year.
Oh my... Yeah, because they're the Patriots farm team. No, that's the Browns. The Browns are the Patriots farm team.
The initial team.
Okay, the Buccaneers are the Patriots senior tour affiliate.
There we go.
Bill Parcells is going to come out of retirement and coach for him.
I wonder how...
Is that Corey Dillon?
No, I hope not. Oh my god. Bill Parcells looks like he's going to die soon. I wouldn't want him out on the field.
I haven't even seen him in years. Him and Mike Ditka. Oh yeah, he's old.
Yeah.
Last I heard, he was like a senior advisor for the Browns in 2014.
Mike Ditka or Bill Parcells?
No, Parcells.
I was about to say, I thought Ditka was Bears all the way.
Oh, he's a courtesy consultant and still works for the Browns, I guess.
What does that mean?
Hey, Bill, how's the team doing? Oh, you're pretty shitty. Okay, thanks, Bill.
Can you fix it? That's not what I'm paid to do.
Courtesy consultant.
And Zach Michael back around JB for third.
Oh god, Freddie Kitchens is part of the Bill Parcells coaching tree.
Just because he was the water boy for Bill Parcells does not...
So is Romeo Crennel and Eric Mangini and Chris Palmer. That's 4 former Browns What the fuck? Maybe that's why he's a courtesy consultant. Maybe we figured instead of hiring his leftovers, we'll just hire him.
It sounds, to me, that sounds like 4 former Patriots coaches who
Chris Palmer with the Patriots?
Coach for the Browns.
It never happened to Chris Palmer. Dude, that was awful.
Who's Chris Palmer?
Browns' first head coach in '99. He was the Jags' offensive coordinator in '97-'98. We got rid of Butch Davis. That was a good move.
Did it help? Oh!
Made the playoffs 2 years later.
Holy shit! You almost called it.
Oh, buddy. Oh man. Yep. That's 4.5. God. Now we can get a lap car between somebody.
Other than Darlington, this is the best run you've had all year.
I know.
You've actually come from the back to do this.
I just want to finish here. I don't want to Jimmy Johnson myself and explode.
Nah. If
Want me
anything,
to explode?
you're gonna run out of gas or get wrecked. It's not going to be your fault.
Car just disappears. I don't know what happened. Stops recognizing me. It's just 20 blank. We'd have to be making some scoring adjustments. months after that. How did he get back? I'm saying maybe more separation in the ratings, spread the field out a little more. I think that 48 should be able to just sit in front of the top 10 pretty much.
He's been up there all day.
I know.
It's kind of like early 2000, 90s, laptop. Pretty much keeping pace with I can see Scott keeping up. Jonathan, it's like, yeah. I don't know. 40 laps to go. QSM 1, 2.
Like I've been pushing the 48 for the last 30 laps.
Battle for the 10th position, Tim McDonald and Adam Crapser. McDonald coming back from his earlier incident. Battle of the yellow and black.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
I remember when the Bruins won the Stanley Cup and that's all they would play. Like, you just won the championship and you want to play that? Get the fuck out of here. Aaron Cummings having a pretty good day. 9th position. And Alan Nesfetter still in chase contention if he can stay where he's at.
Whole team winning. Or the Mark Martin episode. Pick it in, Sam.
Yeah, I remember that.
Whole team winning. Oh, what the fuck?
I was wondering why you were having me say that. I strongly suggest when you're done with that, at some point in your life, listen to the Mark Martin podcasts.
I don't want the Mark Jr. download.
It's really good. Like, he'll just talk and tell stories about every year. It's really interesting.
If I was more of a fan of Mark Martin, I'd probably listen to it, but it's not on my radar at the moment. I think Ray Abraham is supposed to be on the download this week, so that'll be cool. We talk about their new series, the new iRock 2.0 or whatever it's going to be.
We can talk about Jeremy Mayfield and having him blame him for his demise.
Yeah, so I had this former driver, you know, that got pissed because I was sleeping with his teammate. What? Yeah, so I planted some meth in his driver's suit.
Oh, God. Oh!
That's a very bizarre story. Oh. Forest fire on the front stretch. Oh. Oh, was somebody upside down? Oh my goodness.
I didn't see anybody.
I don't know, somebody was up, like, way up in the wall and... Oh goodness, oh!
Oh!
You haven't seen that? Oh! Yep,
it's
there
Bobby
it is.
Labonte in 1990.
Oh, that's...
Horrible for the chase hopes of Matthew Dominique. Dude, he was the guy in 10th place that you were chasing. Oh, that's terrible.
Good. I need that to happen. Do that again next week.
If you flip back over, you could have still had a lead lap finish.
Hey, look. It's everybody's favorite person named Dalton.
Yes.
Dalton, you've been involved in 2 wrecks already.
Yes. The realism is spectacular.
But you're still on the lead lap. Good job.
Realism is less than spectacular.
What'd you have for dinner, Dalton?
I have hamburgers and hot dogs. Yes. 2 hamburgers. I had one of each, plus pasta salad and mac and cheese.
Hey, I got unemployment again this week. Yay! It's like having a Grand Theft Auto online.
Nice.
God bless America. Supposedly that extra $600 is going to run out after next week, so curious to see what they do. I think we're going to get another stimulus check. Be nice.
Nice. More $300.
What?
Why?
Why 300? Why was your check only 300?
What's it supposed to be?
Well,
Oh, I'm thinking of something else.
oh yeah, I didn't get one of those. Apparently, I don't. No, I didn't get one of those. Apparently, they said I don't work for them. I told them I work for N.O.R.L, but they
I thought everything
count.
for Lowe's.
Oh, Lowe's works for everybody.
Lowe's owns you.
That's what they want you to believe.
Yes, Lowe's owns the world. The Illuminati.
Conspiracy.
Oh, better watch out. Mighty department of Lowe's. Third aisle, second shelf. Behind the box. There's a lever. You pull it. The airway opens up underneath. Why did Jimmy Johnson win so many championships? Lost the Lowe's sponsorship. He went to shit.
You see Jimmy Johnson eating a sandwich down there.
I can explain.
I can explain.
Just trying to find the sports channel. Oh, hey look, Kyle Larson won an Ascot race tonight.
Yay.
Imagine that. I'm pretty sure the sun's gonna come up tomorrow too.
Good for him. Really.
Yeah. And the only reason he ever come back to NASCAR is because of money. But I think he's doing too good on dirt to even consider it unless it was like a top tier ride, and even then I don't know if he'd really be on board with it.
He's already on a top tier ride for himself.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Jesus. Look at that.
I don't know. I think Larson has a good chance of coming back to NASCAR in the near future. And if he does, I think it'll be with Stuart Haas.
I agree wholeheartedly.
It doesn't matter if the sponsorship is there. But Haas has enough sponsorship that if they really, really want to make it happen, they'll make it happen.
Seeing Matt Kenseth struggle as much as he has, which could be due to age, still kind of shows how valuable Kyle Larson was to that team. Because Kurt Busch is up there, but I would say only 1 out of every 5 races he's really up there. Kyle Larson is like 2 out of every 5. I think Dalton should be in the 42 ride next year.
I got this.
You got it. All you have to do is press the gas pedal and pray. And if you survive, you make a lot of money. And then when you get fired, you'll be a millionaire.
Yes.
Yes.
It's Sonic every night.
Dude, I'd love to have that every night. Think of the mac and cheese you could have.
Hey, listen, I
Unlimited.
thought we were supposed to eat that much dairy. Mr. Health Expert.
Me? Are you kidding?
Oh, hey, last time I was on here, I was like, I'm having mac and cheese. And you're like, dude, you're eating too much dairy. I'm like, what?
I don't remember that.
Yeah. But you were here for that. Oh my god, what the fuck is this?
3 wide.
Lap cars. Fuck off.
Oh my god.
Sincerely, everybody else. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here comes a big wreck.
Fortunately, both the high line and the low line are pretty equal. It's just which car has the slower car, which lane has the slower car. I think you're fine now. At least you're not going to get past.
I'm stuck behind the goddamn 48 again. Stupid.
I think you, Craig, and JB are the only ones that can catch Ryan. Maybe Rick. I think Ryan's car is just too good. Dalton up to 18th.
I'm on a roll.
Dude, you're gonna only miss the chase by 500 points this year.
Here's just in the Snapchat group ranting about ranch on a pizza.
It's good if the ranch stays hot.
Depends on what's on the pizza, I think. Like a chicken bacon ranch pizza, that's pretty good.
That's
But like
good.
if you get like a supreme pizza and just dump ranch on it, it's like, why?
I like white sauce. Like just the regular white sauce that they use sometimes. I don't know what's in it. Battle for 8th, Tim McDonald and Bill Workheiser. Tim trying to get back all the valuable points he lost earlier. And Aaron Cummings trying to take advantage as well. Battle for 3rd, John Batista and Zach Michael. Zach makes a move on the inside of the 48 and gets punished. Rick Jackson lurking behind. Ryan Hoyser still your leader with 20 laps to go. Can Ryan make it 6 on the season?
I don't understand how the 48's holding essentially 4th place. Like the 38 I kind of understand, but the 48 has no business being up there. I don't get it.
He's having a good night.
Well, it's because the ratings aren't separated enough because, oh, we gotta have close racing.
Oh, What a shame, Zach.
Yeah, close racing between a fucking lap car.
Man.
I don't know, release the ratings.
The ratings are on there. If you,
Where? On where?
I'm trying to remember if I posted all the replays and the cars onto the site on an article or something. But it's on the media fire for last season.
It is nothing to get upset about, Zach.
Yes, it is. You're blind to the truth.
Something should be done.
You haven't visited the lighting department at Lowe's.
Oh, it's so bright.
No, I'm talking about the switch that opens the stairs to the Illuminati. Yeah, with Jimmy Johnson.
Eating the sandwich.
Right. So the Chick-fil-A is back there.
Michael Henson catching the lead lap cars. Rick Jackson will win the battle. Rick up to 4th.
Great.
He needs the points more than you, Zach.
Hell with him.
16 laps to go. Craig cannot pass Scott Jackson. Ryan Hoyser 4 car lengths ahead. Tim McDonald and Alan Nesfetter side by side for the 7th position. Tim's gaining most of his spots back from the accident, and Zach Miller is only up to 22nd. Matthew Dominique will not finish this race. He is out with an accident problem. Alex Krapser came in 12th in points. Will have another huge hit. Tim McDonald takes 7th. Ooh, battle for 2nd. John Batista and Craig Lee. Go JB. Lucas Racing. Not a very good day, but JB having a great day. Asked JB what he had for breakfast this morning. Here is the live interview. JB, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Mac and cheese.
Bring back the 3-fist compromise.
Oh no. And there you have it, folks. The extravaganza will allow anybody to race in the series, regardless of their political statements.
Joe Biden doesn't care about white people.
Kanye. Oh, that was the most awkward thing I've ever seen. He said that.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that Mike Myers looks so awkward or the fact that he's Canadian.
Oh, that's why live TV is a bad idea.
It's for the people on it.
Alright, coming to 10 laps to go. Right now it's Ryan, JB, Craig, Rick, Zach, Michael, Tony Pizarro, Tim, Alan, Aaron, and John Tharp back into the top 10. Doesn't look like JB's making much headway on Ryan, but he is pulling away from Craig. Rick Jackson attempting to clear the 48 mobile. Coming out the turn 2 successfully. how's your fucking...
I'm updated, and now I am going back to the original update.
What was so bad about the update?
It won't let me play online because it's not updated online yet.
Then, did you buy Idaho?
Steam. What?
Did you purchase Idaho?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I have all the ETS ones now. Yeah.
Jump in the standings. Pizarro should still come out of this the points leader, but Ryan will jump to third. Scott Jackson should jump to fourth. 4 laps to go. Another battle for third. Rick Jackson and Craig Lee try again. Both drivers need a good points finish today. They're both well outside of 10th. If we don't wreck each other, they're going to be sitting in a better position.
Zach, so can I not use World of Trucks like the online now because it's out of date?
Rick
I guess so. I'm not sure. I never rolled back my version.
So you updated, but then you couldn't play online, right?
Yeah, just because Truckers MP isn't updated yet. But you can do World of Trucks because it's updated, but I don't know if you roll back the version so you can do Truckers MP, if it breaks World of Trucks or not. It might.
World of Trucks is saying I need to be up to date.
Well then, probably because their jobs use Idaho, and since they're on the old version, you can't use Idaho, and it's like, blah.
So it breaks everything.
So basically you have to update to the main version and then just deal with not having multiplayer till they update it. Eventually.
How will I beep at other players?
Beep at other AI and pretend like they're players. Be like me and incur $700-900 crash fucking fines because they merged into your lane.
Yes.
Coming off of turn 4, Ryan Hoyser has it in the bag. Led the entire last half of the race. Ryan Hoyser, win number 6 on the 2020 season. Woo! At New Hampshire.
Yay.
Yay! Zach Michael, a welcome top 5. Rick Jackson 3rd, John Batista 2nd, and Craig Lee 4th to round out your top 5.
John Batista is heated on his radio.
John Batista hates Ryan with a severe passion, but it's okay. Second place is still manageable. Final standings, Ryan Hoyser 1st, John Batista 2nd, Rick Jackson 3rd, Craig Lee 4th, Zach Michael 5th. Then Tim McDonald 6th, Tony Pizarro, your points leader 7th, Alan Nesfetter 8th, Aaron Cummings 9th, Johnny Reed Foley with an out-of-nowhere top 10. And John Tharp, Donald Stewart, Adam Crapser, Ken Pettit, and Bill Werkheiser, who was in the top 10 most of the day, 15th. Dalton Lucas 16th, Jimmy Stevens 17th. Good job, Dalton. Matt Reboyne an average 18th, not much progress on the point situation. Mark Guthrie an impressive 19th, and Randy Dobbins 20th. Zach Miller, who led several laps today, finishes 21st after a crash. Mark Guthrie 22nd, Jim Fitzmaurice 23rd. He is third of fourth best QSM driver today. Dave Miller 24th, Kevin Corbett 25th, Jack Painter 26th, and 27th Glenn. Drivers one lap down, Scott Jackson 28th, bad points day. Jonathan Scravix 29th, and Michael Henson 30th. Brandon Rains, Tony Long, Dave Butterworth, and Dale Rosendahl, the drivers that are one lap down. 2 laps down, Scott Drake. 4 laps down, Alex Krapser, after a crash. That's going to put him way back behind 10th. He's going to have to really lay it on the line the next 4 races. Matthew Dominique will fall outside of the top 10 in points after his blow-up today, or his flip today. Then Ben Gear, DNF, Rob Scarberry, DNF, William Tex Perry, DNF, Christian Torres, DNF, and David Courtney, DNF. Christian Torres is now out of the chase hunt. Ben Gear is just about out of the chase hunt. It was a welcome day with a lot of sunshine and great side-by-side racing. Congratulations to Ryan Heuser for another Loudon victory. Have a good night, everybody.
Sleep tight.